whoever was guarding him, he absolutely put bruises to them, bro. In the first round, second round, third round, whoever's guarding him, he abused them. Put bruises in their ribs. You know what I'm saying? Elbow knock. LeBron James, man. He got swept. And he wanna, control the narrative. That's how I feel. Bro. And we paying attention to, and I think this is something that's getting talked about more. We're talking and we're paying attention to the fact that the Lakers lost. The Lakers didn't do this. The Lakers didn't do that, and ignoring the fact that the Nuggets swept the Lakers, who were the best team in the playoffs, completely obliterated them. We could say, the games were close, but on paper, when we look at this 20 years from now, nobody's going to look at the games and say, those were close. We're going to look at what the series said. It says 4-0. They say 4-0, and that's on LeBron James' resume. He's 38, yeah, I get that. You know what I'm saying? But his team was the best team in the playoffs, and he had pretty good odds of winning that series, and he didn't win one game. So we can say whatever we want. We could bring up, injury or whatever you want to do. This is what the facts are. LeBron James got swept, and he's talking about how he's going to retire and all of this shit, which I don't think he's going to really do. And if he do, I don't think he's going to stay away, because we all know what he's been talking about playing with Bronny. How that's going to come about, I don't know. But the man did say he wanted to play with his son. So, look, LeBron, you can talk about you're going to retire and all that, but no, we're going to shift this conversation to the Nuggets now, because the Nuggets are a team that have been disrespected, and they have been I would say the Nuggets and the Heat have been underdog teams, and the Heat, we can understand why that underdog and still are the underdog. I mean, let's be honest. Why would anybody with common sense, despite what has happened in this playoffs, bet on a team that has a bunch of role players that can go back down to earth at any moment? Why would we bet on that? Why would we give them the validation that they should be the favorite? No, it's just not gonna happen. No matter what. The Nuggets have been a team that have been overlooked. Nikola Jokic, disrespected time and time again. I done told you, Eddie, for this whole season I've been seeing the disrespect, the people. The unacknowledgement, that's a word.
Acknowledgement for sure.
People not knowing his skill set. People just shying away from him. People looking to Joel Embiid. I seen it the whole year. The All-Star weekend, I seen it. Even before that, the second half of the season, for the past 3 years, bro. Let's be honest. The man be getting disrespected and overlooked. Last year, people want to talk about he got eliminated in the first round with no context behind it, but we put context behind everything else when it comes to your favorite players, right? Cool. We want to ignore the historic season he had last year. I just think it's just blasphemous. Now he's forcing you to watch him. I'm glad you guys are forced to watch him, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? This guy's a generational talent.
Yeah,
and when I say that, I don't know why when I say he's a generational talent, it ticks people off. I don't know why. The man's skill set is look, I'm gonna say this. The man is the last of a dying breed. And while he is that, while he also is that, he can also pass. He can also shoot. You know what I'm saying? And when I say he's the last of a dying breed, people tend to act like the man doesn't get physical. He's one of the only big men that gets physical.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, yeah.
They act like, all you got to do is get physical with Jokic. That man get physical, too.
Yeah, bro. I think it's because of the, not to bring that up there, but it is the skin color, bro. They think because he's a little bit paler than the average, black.
It could be a mixture of that and because he's not the most athletic looking guy. Yeah. His favorite drink is Coca-Cola. He was addicted to it. That's a little fun fact I don't know nobody know, but he had an addiction to that. You know what I'm saying? And he was just a fat kid. You know what I'm saying? So that stigma just gonna follow him for the rest of his life. It just is what it is. He's not an athletic dude. But what I'm saying is, Nikola Jokic is one of the last big men who look. I'm not saying because there are not a lot, but there are a select few big men that have a back to the basket game. But he's the only one who tends to want to use it.
And an efficient back to the basket game. The guy goes out there and takes ridiculous shots as a big man and knocks them down a lot of the time, 55 to 60% of the time. how many big men we can say do that on top of passing the ball on an extremely efficient level as well, getting 2 turnovers, averaging 9-10 assists, bro. Like we don't see stuff like that. We have never seen a big man like that in particular on that type of level. We've seen the prototype, which was DeMarcus Cousins. He was almost there. Sabonis, his father, and him as well. But on the level that Jokic does it, bro, we have never seen it. There's no particular strong weakness in Jokic's game, but he does have, everyone has something which they're not the strongest in, though. You know, and we know that with Jokic, but he does damn near everything on that court. The worst thing about him is probably defense, but he attempts to play. It's not like he sits there and doesn't try to play like some of these other big men.
And that's what people get, Mr. School. People misspeak and they don't realize it. We pick out a guy like Steph or Jokic and say,
yeah,
oh, they don't play defense. No, they are not very good at playing defense, but they play defense. They're just not very good at it. That's what people have to start saying instead of saying people are out there not playing defense. You know,
because it's not like, you know, they don't try, bro. Everyone tries. It's just, again, what league are we watching again? The best league on earth. You have to overcome thousands of basketball, hundreds of thousands of basketball players just to get here from a young age, bro. And you mad that a guy who is not as athletic as other guys, not as strong as other guys, you want him to stop the best players on earth? Like it just doesn't make sense. You want him to stop them every time, also while averaging 27 points and again 10 dimes, 13 dimes with 15, 16 boards. You want him to play. You want him to be the best defender. Not everyone is Michael Jordan, my friend, or LeBron James, my friend. I'm sorry.
People are just so petty, man.
Yeah.
That the only thing they nitpick is that the man is not good at what they say is he don't play defense. That's the only thing they nitpick is why he can't be the best player.
It's generally sad, bro. Almost disgusting if you ask me, but it's like you guys got to stop doing that with all-time greats, bro. Stop picking out what they're not as strong as and then saying they can't do it. Future all-time greats or guys who are already all-time greats, like even with LeBron James, they were doing it with the not being able to shoot the 3-ball like that, you know. Just because it's not a strong, this is just a message for every player. Just because it's not a strong suit doesn't mean they can't do it. What you guys got to remember what league this is, and I think that goes unnoticed. Like, you guys are playing in the best league in the world. It's really hard to get into this league.
Like, these big men are just, I don't want to call them soft and disrespect they manhood. You know, I kind of did that in a different video or whatever. I don't want to do that, but these guys just are shying away from physicality for whatever reason. Joel Embiid is the biggest center in the league, bro. The most, I would say the most, not even the most physical, because he doesn't want to be that. He decides he want to face up and shoot. Like, that's lame, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's lame, bro. But I don't want to see that. You know, I like traditional centers, you know, but I understand that we can't have that in this game because you need spacing. You know what I'm saying? You need space in the league. You can't have a traditional center in this league. It's going to be detrimental to your team. You cannot play them in every playoff series. You just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. But at least have some qualities that a traditional center would have, or at least use those qualities that a traditional center would use. These guys want to face up, shoot, DeAndre Ayton, laying finger on the ball, you know, just this little ballet type of shit, bro. I don't want to see that. I want to see warriors out there, bro. You know, and nobody giving Jokic credit for that. He want to go out there and be physical. He abused. He abused whoever was guarding him. He absolutely put bruises to them. Whoever was guarding him in these last 3 playoff series that in the first round, second round, third round, whoever's guarding him, he abused them. Put bruises in their ribs. You know what I'm saying? Elbows. Nah, he ain't doing none of that. But he was physical, man. Y'all want to disrespect him? Give him his credit, man. Give him his credit. He in the finals now. What y'all gonna say now? Because I was saying, oh, he can't make it past the what is it, the first round. Y'all want to act like he ain't make it to the conference finals in 2020.
He just swept arguably the greatest player of all time and a top 3 big man. Another big man that's in the conversations with him, bro. A
big man that was supposed to be him and him going against each other. Who won?
They kind of did go at it. 27-14, 27-15. Like, they went at it, and Jokic won the battle by far. Every time I hear Jokic's name, one thing that stays on my mind is how Kendrick Perkins tried to bring that race up into why he won MVPs, bro. It stays on my mind every time. It's like, damn, bro, that's how less that our people think of Jokic, a big man himself, how less that he thinks of another big man.
And I gotta say this as well. Now, I understand that people want the Nuggets to be talked about more, and I kind of understand why they're not. They're not. I don't think they're not a
Flashy, you know.
Yeah, they're not a flashy franchise. They're not one of the premier franchises in the league.
Just made their first finals.
Right, they made their first finals. Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. We're now seeing that they're getting their shine and they're just due. So you're not gonna really get. It's gonna take a little bit of getting used to for people to accept that they are what they are. But even then, a lot of people are not intrigued by what they're seeing. This is quality basketball that we're seeing from this team, not only from this team, but Nikola Jokic. But people just don't. I guess they don't find his game the most entertaining because he's not the most athletic. He's not this and this and that.
Yeah,
he's not with a storied franchise, a franchise that's lucrative. So it's gonna be a little bit hard for people to accept or give them that, that attention.
There's so many things. You could start where from Denver is just like what no one wants to go visit. No offense to anybody, but no one wants to go visit Denver. That's not a state that you get up and say, I want to go. On top of the fact that you guys are among all sports, the Denver Broncos, the Colorado Rockies, you guys are not a successful franchise in any sport. On top of the fact that you guys best players all time, Alex English, David Thompson, Carmelo Anthony, like that's not, those are not guys, no offense to those guys, all time greats again, but not guys, Adrian Dantley, not guys you go and I want to go watch these guys, no offense. And Jokic, I mean, that's a guy I think people should say I want to go watch, but Jokic, he's not flashy, he's not John Morant, he doesn't have the story of LeBron James. He can't shoot like Steph Curry. They're just not overwhelming. I mean, Jamal Murray, again, he's not, he doesn't give off those vibes either. So I can understand that, but you guys can't deny good basketball. I'm definitely one of those guys who never really admired, Denver. I'm not talking about since Jokic been on the team, but as a franchise ever, never really admired
even after if they win a championship, which I think they will. I just think it's still gonna be the same. They're gonna get a little bit more shot because they were in the NBA Finals, but they're just gonna the NBA or whatever, the narrative is gonna stick to what they like. The Steph Curry, the KD, LeBrons. It's just gonna be that way. And you look at the franchise they're in big markets. You know what I'm saying? So they're just gonna. This is just how the NBA is. So I understand it. I'm not quite. Maybe if Nikola Jokic was with the Lakers, we're having a different conversation. I think that's important. That plays into it. It's not because I don't think it's more. I don't think it's solely because it's his style or whatever. If he was with a lucrative franchise, you know what I'm saying, he would be getting that attention. I mean, let's just see after the finals because Giannis, after he won his championship, we see all the attention he's getting.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So let's just see how it plays out.
But
if he wins the championship, you know what I'm saying, he'll be in the finals as well. So either way, let's just see after the conclusion. To that, you know what I'm saying? There, after the conclusion of that, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I understand why they're not, getting it. They just do as much or getting the attention that people think they deserve. But I think it'll come in due time, hopefully.